And now, the Crypt Keeper of Creepy, the provocative prince of the tweens, the nightmare from Neptune. It's Zabujard!
Baby, it's Halloween. We could be anything. You could be anything on Halloween. You could be anything on any day. What do you choose to be today? Maybe you choose to be something other than what you've been for a long time today. Every day is Halloween. You could dress up as whatever you want. You could be whoever you want. You just have to make the decision to be whoever you want on that particular day of days. Yeah, I'm at work on Halloween. There was some guys earlier, a black boy rode in here, he screamed at him, he didn't pay attention. Obviously, a crook. There's a word that comes to mind about folks like him, starts with the letter N. I don't know how to say it, but also a group of thieves. They're not even homeless, just professional thieves. Have been riding by looking for stuff to steal, I reckon. Probably melanin, but kind of hard to tell. They had gas-powered bikes, I think. So I got to see if they stole stuff sometime, but I don't really want to leave the car. I just kind of want to chill. But anyways, yeah, that's about it. Alright, see you guys in the next episode. Just kidding, but yeah, I mean, I don't got much to say. I broke my laptop screen today, I think, or it broke somehow. It's black. It's not good. So I've been hooking it up to the TV and using the TV as a monitor, which is still pretty gay. It's still pretty gay. And so that sucks ass. That sucks a lot of ass. I spent 2 hours unscrewing the laptop back, the screws on the back, and then I just tore it off, ripped it up, and broke it off, the back of the laptop, because some of the screws are hard to take out. So I just ripped the faggot off and broke it. And it was dusty in there. Had some hair in there, long jar hair. Some guy said to disconnect the battery or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll mess with it tomorrow or something. I don't know. It's just annoying and gay. So, laptop screen's broken right now. I don't know why or how. So that sucks ass. I'm at work. That kind of sucks major ass. Last week at work was pretty gay and hard. That sucked ass. What else? I got some stuff in the mail. I got a yoga thing in the mail. Hooks up to the door, but my door opens in, and it needs a door that opens out. So that sucks ass, because that means I need to put something heavy in front of the door to use the yoga straps, because they pull on the door. I don't want to break my back, but I have to find... I'm going to try putting something heavy, I guess, in front of the door to stop the door from opening up when I'm trying to do door yoga or whatever, So that sucks major dick ass. So I guess today was just a shitty faggot. Sorry. Just not a good day or whatever. Just a shitty day. I don't know. It's all those things. It's work. It's the broken laptop. It's just everything, man. It's being single forever. Not having a wife forever, being lonely or something forever. It's just everything. It's just everything. That's why it's a bad day. And Yeah, so there you go, you know. Yeah, you know, some people out there, they go to prostitutes. I'm not kidding. Some people do that. But if you do that, then it's just like, it's probably just all fake. It's probably just all fake. So I don't know if I would really recommend someone do that, because it just seems like it would be really fake to do that, and probably they cost a lot of money or something. I don't know, but so I don't know. I mean, and so if people ask me, should I go to a prostitute? I'd probably say, I don't know, probably not. Probably not. Plus they have diseases. You don't know what, you might get a disease or something. But, yeah. So anyways, what was I talking about here? Yeah, the yoga thing. I got a skateboard. I'm gonna try using it sometime soon. See if it works. It was a cheap one, dude. It's cheap. So no guarantees on whether it'll work or not, because this boy was cheap. But that's okay. Sometimes I'm a very cheap boy. I like to buy cheap things. So I always get screwed in the end, because I buy cheap stuff. And I'll let you guys know how it goes. And not much else, dude. I almost just want to quit and just go be homeless and live at the train station in my car, you know? Or look for a different job, I guess. But I don't even know if I like this town, you know? I don't even know why I'm living here if I don't even like this town. I could go back to my hometown, just be homeless in my hometown, because at least I like that town. You know, that's a cool little town. It's a cute little town. So why shouldn't I just go live at the train station back in my old hometown? And because at least I like that town. You know, living in your car is tough because it gets very hot or very cold. Mostly the worst part is hot during the day. So it comes with some challenges, but at the same time, I'm not really saving up any money here because my rent is too high. So what am I even doing here? This is retarded and pointless. So that's my thoughts on that. It's just gay, nigger-tarded, and retarded and pointless and bull of crap. So I don't know what I'm doing here in this town. And every day I'm asking myself, who am I and what am I doing? Where am I going? Where am I doing? Where am I being? Who am I doing? Who am I screwing? Who am I seeing? Who am I being? Who am I peeing? And I just have all these questions in my head of who am I? Because I just don't know. And so that's my opinion on things. And so that's my opinion on things. And yeah, you know, the throat infection is still annoying. My sister said I had really bad breath today. That's because I didn't eat all day, and also because the throat infection makes me have bad breath as well, because the mucus smells really bad in my throat and my nose. So it's double whammy. It's 2 reasons. Baby, it's Halloween. I like that song. That's by Phoebe Bridgers. Halloween. Great song. And our singer, too. Great singer and song. Anyone else? A lot of people in the comments have been writing that when they take a crap, it feels like they're on some sort of psychedelic mushroom trip. A lot of people have been writing that in the comments, and me too. When I take a crap, excuse me, I need to take a number 2. When I'm sitting at dinner with my loved ones and I stand up and I say, excuse me, I have to take a number 2. I run out of there. No, but anyone else notice when they take a freaking huge diarrhea dump? Anyone else notice when they take a huge rhinoceros crud that kind of feels like everything is pretty weird and wonky and psychedelic? Write in the comments if you agree. A lot of people have been writing that in the comments. So it's not just me. It's not just me. It's not, pretty much every comment is about that. It's not just me. I made a couple cartoons this week. Yeah, I did that. That was me. Quite a few, actually. If you look at all of them, quite a few. Quite a few cartoons. And, I mean, hell, I can't live in my car if I have a broken laptop faggot fucking screen, can I? Gotta get that faggot laptop fixed, I guess, huh? It's just one thing after another, man, isn't it? In this stupid world, right? Laptop breaks. All this crap, man. Can't save up any cash. Like, I was thinking, what is there now for people like me? You know, there's no jobs left. There's no girls left. There's no anything left, really. For boys like me, there's nothing left in this. So it makes me wonder, why am I even here? Not married. There's no jobs. There's no cash. There's no nothing. It's almost like there's nothing for me in this entire realm. And I don't quite understand the Zohar stuff. I'm trying. There are some pretty good chapters I like in there. For example, I learned that yesterday, I learned that the Ark of the Covenant, a lot of you guys think that it's just some sort of strange, mysterious box. But what if I told you that Noah's name is Hebrew for, like, calming down or something? And Noah was on the Ark. And that Ark was literally the Ark of the Covenant. Think about that. How trippy is that? A boat with Noah on it is the Ark of the Covenant to bring together Malkuth and Yesod? How can that be? How can a boy in his boat bring together the spiritual worlds to the earth worlds? How could that be? The Ark, I mean, that just blew my mind, because the Ark of the Covenant, you think is that it's a weird little box. But now, because of the wordplay of the word ark, spelled 2 different ways, ark and ark with a K, is a boat. And then you think it literally is the Ark of the Covenant, because it's a boat, an ark, and it has God's covenant to, like, never flood the world again, and to fix the world and stuff, right? Okay. And then Noah's name is like the calmer, is like calming down or something like that. And when the world gets totally flooded, everyone's dead, they're going to need somebody to calm them down, and that's Noah's name, you know? So boom, it goes. And the Zohar said, examine your own name as well, because your own name has significance as to your personalities and traits and skills and stuff in your life. So look up the Hebrew definition of your name or something like that, or whatever, if you have some definition of your name. I forgot what the definition of Jer is. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm a bit curious myself. I'm a bit of a scientist myself. And yesterday, life was such an easy come to drink. That's the Beatles. Yesterday, I was just kind of bored, and there's this church that has a nighttime service, and I'm a night owl. I already told you guys that. Obviously, right? Nobody else is awake all night. I'm the only one. Everyone else is dead. Fucking faggot. Because I'm the one who's up all night. Everyone else is asleep. And so anyways, so there's a nighttime church. So I went to this Christian nighttime church yesterday. And I had like 3 people come up to me and say, "Are you new?" And I said, "Yes." How did all these people know I'm new? Very strange, right? And one guy even touched my face and my head. What the heck? And he looked like Larry the Cable Guy. Said his name was JT. Okay. And I got this boy, man, touching my face. What the heck's going on, right? But then, and it had a female pastor, so that's obvious. That's also pretty weird, right? And then she goes talking about the end times, Revelation stuff. She's talking conspiracy theories and stuff the whole time. Basically, right? Revelations. She's talking Revelations, end times, rapture stuff. The Battle of Armageddon, which takes place in a certain town in Israel, she said. And she showed us a picture where she went to the town, and it's just like a big empty field. And she said, this is where we're all going to fight. And all this stuff. It was the weirdest church I've ever been to, and definitely the weirdest sermon I've ever heard from a IRL church, or maybe even a church in general. So, very interesting stuff, I guess. Very interesting stuff. And she's like talking about Revelations, and she's saying, and this in Hebrew means this, and this and blah blah in Hebrew. And I'm thinking, but wasn't the New Testament written in Greek? Why is she bringing Hebrew into the New Testament? What is she doing? But anyways, so I just said I would do something to get out of the house yesterday. My life is so stagnant. I don't know what to do with it at all. I don't know what to do with it at all. I don't know who I am. I don't know why I'm here. I don't know what I'm doing here. And I don't know what to do with my life whatsoever at all. Or why I'm here, or what I'm doing, or what I'm supposed to be doing. Or I feel very perplexed and confused and stuff about my own existence. Because look, I'm a guy. I was born a guy, and I'm not even married. So what am I even doing here? And I don't really have like a career. I got like no friends in this town. I got my mom doesn't live in my town, so I can't even hang out with my mom. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be, I don't even know why I'm like a human here. I don't even know why I'm a human in here, and I don't know why. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. If I had land or a house, I think I would just turn it into a giant McDonald's playground and just like kind of swing on the, kind of like go from bar to bar like a monkey, you know, just to occupy my time. I think I would just exercise like a monkey primate creature thing. And but I can't even do that right now because I don't even have that set up. So I don't even think I could even do that right now. And so I don't know. Yeah. Even if I had a wife, I don't really want offspring. So I don't even know what I would do with a wife, because I don't even want offspring. So I think a lot of wives would be pretty pissed off about that, to be honest with you. I think they would. So I don't even know what to do here. And if I get fired here or something, then I gotta get a new job, and this job's getting pretty crazy and spooky sometimes, like pretty creepy as hell. I don't know if I can handle this shit, like, honestly. So I don't know. So that's why the homeless thing, you know, I was talking about that. And yeah, so it's just not a right world, is it? It's just not right. It's just not right. And too creepy and stupid, this world, and it's just something's weird about it. And it's Halloween today, so hide your children, hide your pets, hide your wife, because Satanists are on the prowl tonight to be eating flesh and blood of anything they can find. Halloween is the day of the year where most youngsters go missing and most pets and animals go missing, because these Satanists are out here looking for something to grab and eat and sacrifice. So they're out here, so be careful tonight. Be careful tonight. They're going to be doing a lot of blood rituals tonight. So, and I'm sure in Hollywood, right? That's the big mecca of blood drinking, is in Hollywood, I'm sure. So that's happening, and then yeah. So anyways, I should do a patrol real quick. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, guys. I'm just gonna walk around the hotel. I guess I'm just gonna walk around the hotel or something and see what's up, and hopefully nothing is up, because I don't want to deal with crap. I don't think I can be a security guard, because I don't like dealing with crap. That's why I work night shift, because you're not supposed to deal with crap on the night shift, but you still do. So at my last job, I went a year and a half hiding in my car, and I kind of got away with it. At this job, I don't know if I can get away with it as easily, I think maybe I can't, because they already kind of get on your ass. So I don't know. So maybe should look for a different job, and then it's just this world, just something doesn't click right with me about being here. I'm on the wrong frequency of this fag world. I'm on the wrong frequency. I'm on the wrong dimensional frequency. And that's why I'm so at odds with the harmonic shifting nigger frequency of this realm. And that could be why I feel so, why I feel so unharmonized by this world. Because it's just I just don't fit. I just don't fit. I don't fit into the puzzle, the jigsaw puzzle of this world. And I've tried online dating. I never got any matches or dates or anything like that, even though I'm extremely hot and attractive. So I tried that. That doesn't work. And I don't even really know any women in real life who I could talk to. So it just pretty much seems impossible to even meet a person now. Also, I'm nervous about going to places and meeting people. I guess I could join what do people join now? I don't know what people join. Some people join things. I don't know. They join clubs. I don't know. It's just stupid. I'm just over it. It's just dumb. So it's all dumb and pointless. And then I was watching a live stream earlier, and nobody was saying a bunch of loud evil stuff in the comments. And I was like, I should just write a bunch of loud evil stuff in the comments to remind these people to remind these people that that this world is just a piece of shit. Like, nobody even writes a bunch of evil stuff in people's live stream comments to remind them that this world is just a stupid joke. Just a dumb, stupid joke. And I don't know why people don't do that. And, so, I just want to sit in the bathtub forever. I don't know anyone else who wants to do that. This world's fucking dumb. You can't even go up to a chick at the store and ask them whatever, because they'll just pepper spray you in the balls. They'll pepper spray your balls, and then they'll ask if you play with Barbie dolls, because that's what every woman plays with, is Barbie dolls. So, literally impossible to meet anyone at all. So, I might as well dig a hole underground and start becoming some sort of mole beaver creature person who lives underground as a mole beaver dirt digger creature monster. Paint my skin purple and black and stuff, and come out of the sewer, scare people, and run back into the sewer. And they'll think they saw an alien or something, but it was just me. It wasn't even a monster. It was just a guy who's painted black and purple and green, and he just popped out of the sewer to scare you, because he lives in the sewer sludge. And he feasts on rats in the sewer, and he comes out to scare people, to at least give them a little bit of a fright on Halloween night. And people have a story to tell. Oh, I just saw the weirdest thing. There's a little creature came out of the sewer, tried to scare me. At least I could be interesting if I scared people from the sewer or something. At this point, I just don't understand what I'm doing here. It's just a long stay. And I'm getting older. I'm already halfway to dead, because I'm already in my 30s. So I'm already halfway to dead. Maybe farther, probably farther than halfway. So, there you go. So there you go. And I would just crawl on my stomach on the desert sand, the nice hot sun, on the nice hot sand. Creates blisters and boils all over your back as you crawl through the sand in the hot heat, the hellish heat. And you get to crawl around, feel the warmth, feel God's warmth on your skin, soak up some vitamin D rays, live in a bathtub. I wish I could fly through a giant room of yellow tiles with green, hot, boiling, hot spring water. Imagine a bathroom with all yellow tiles. And yellow is a very pretty color, especially in a bathtub. And the water's all green, and you're floating through the room and floating in and out of the hot water. And it's green water, and it's hot. This is a giant anti-gravity bathroom with yellow tiles everywhere, green water with white foam, and there you go. There you go. So anyone can do that if they want. But they can't, because this world it's all It's just like we're all like slaves in our body, and we can't even do anything without getting sunburnt. If you want to go surfing, you'll get sunburnt. Sunscreen gives you cancer. I guess you'll have to try a vegan sunscreen. I guess you'd have to buy an expensive vegan sunscreen. That's my only advice. If you're going to become a surfer, you're going to have to switch to a vegan sunscreen. Otherwise, you will get balls cancer and skin cancer. And I did make the vasectomy appointment, but I think I might just not get it done, because I don't even have a wife, so I might just wait until I get a wife to get it done, even though I'm not sure if I'll ever get a wife, because at this point, I don't know, it's not looking, I'm not even close. So, oh, I see a bird or a bat. Maybe an owl? What is that? It's a big ass bird. I can't tell what it is. Maybe it was something. It's a big ass bird. Anyways, so I might just bail on the surgery, because I don't want offspring, but at this point I don't even know why I should get it done right now, because I don't even have like I'm not even so fucking sucks ass. Everything sucks ass. People have no idea how lucky they are who get to hold another person's hand. That's all I can say. If I see someone making a girlfriend post on Twitter or Newgrounds, I'm not going to like the post, because I don't want to hear about your faggot shit about holding someone else's hand, because a lot of people don't even get to do that. I'm talking about myself. You think I'm holding someone's hand? No. No, I'm not. You think I've done that lately? No. So I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear about it. I hate happy couples. I hope they fall into a volcano and all fucking blow up and dead nigger ate some smithereens, because I don't even want to hear about it or see it or listen about it. I don't even care about that at all. So I don't even want to think about that. I'm sorry, but that's just my opinion on it. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, because they don't even know. We had a woman here who asked my name, and she was a crazy woman. I hope she's gone forever. Big ass blonde woman. And they came and they arrested her, I don't know, her partner or something last week. And then today, the CPS came and took her kid away from her. And she was sitting out in front of her hotel room crying for a long time. Like an idiot. Because this was her fault, because she wasn't doing a very good job at being a parent or a human. So yeah, they're going to take your kid away. Anyway. Hopefully she's gone forever. This place is a mess of a disaster, this job. Fuck. I think I have pent-up anger. It's not good. Because I'll like hit my computer screen or hit my keyboard, or throw some medicine bottles, or yell a curse word. I was trying to fix my computer earlier, and I was getting so mad that I was like yelling a curse word on Halloween, and there's a bunch of young trick-or-treaters outside, and I'm like, probably shouldn't be screaming the N-word when there's a bunch of nice trick-or-treaters out front. I don't know if I screamed the N-word. It might have just been like, I might have. I don't remember what words they were particularly, but the point is, I don't know if there's other humans that do that. No, there must be. There must be some, yeah. You know what's weird is that they took something nice from the 90s, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and then when they remade it on Netflix back in, I don't know what year they put it on Netflix, 2020 or something, or 2019 or something. They made it as evil as possible, right? So it makes you wonder if the 90s were good or it was just a fake. The 90s were just a fake good. Because look at what happened. They took all the 90s stuff. You know, we all liked the 80s and 90s. We think about it, back on it, and we all smile. Especially compared to what's going on today, right? They take that nice, smiley, happy stuff, and then in 2024, 2020, boom, now it's the most evil, disgusting shit out you've ever seen. Right? The most satanic, messed up, evil, bloody, cannibal-y, all that stuff, right? So why are they taking 90s stuff? Nostalgic stuff. And then today, they make it as evil as possible. It makes you wonder if the timeline got all messed up in the 90s, after the 90s, and now we're in some sort of hellish alternate dimension of hell, or something. Because, how do you explain where we are? How do you explain the beautiful cathedrals next to our beautiful McDonald's? Could separate perfect Earth and shitty hell Earth timelines have gotten crossed, and now they're fusing and changing and morphing, and that's what the Mandela-Jardella effect is? And why everything is getting so chaotic? Could it be that the timelines are getting mixed up? They're getting confused? Could it be that... I want to be careful here. Could it be that spiritual forces that control our realm are confused about themselves, and why this realm is so confusing is because everything is in chaos right now? Because some spirits that govern this world are somehow in chaos as well? I want to think about that, There are 70 angels that control the 70 nations of these lands. And what do you think they're doing? What do you think they're talking about? There's so many strange mysteries in this world. And I think we have to make do with what we have. We have to make do with the Kabbalah and the Bible and all these texts to figure out what's going on here. Some people are starting to use DMT and looking through lasers to see the matrix code of the universe. I don't have DMT or a laser pen, but if I did, I might be too spooked to even use DMT. Anyways, people are using DMT and laser pens now to look at the matrix code of the universe. Google it. It's on Twitter. If you look through a laser, you can see the computer code behind the wall of reality, supposedly. I wonder if my purpose on this earth here now was to do stretches or make cartoons or just live. I don't know. I just don't know. And maybe it's to figure something out. And I just get some angry, I get like little angry jolts. I don't know if anyone else gets this, but jolts of anger or jolts of like the little seizures of anger, little seizures of angst, expression, jolts of something, jolts of angry uncomfortableness. I don't know, jolts of stuff. Sometimes you'll just be doing, and then boom, jolt. You're getting jolted by some anger wave thing. Like, I should just build a tower. You know, bricks are cheap. I'm not kidding. They're not that expensive. Bricks aren't that expensive. They're heavy. I'm talking about cinder blocks, guys. I'm talking about cinder blocks. From Home Depot, they're not that expensive. If I stacked a bunch of cinder blocks together and tied them down somehow with zip ties or something, I wonder if I can make a badass tower of gerbil. Of Babel, but my name's Jer. Power of gerbil. Building a tall-ass tower of gerbil. You could climb up to the top with a rope or something, I don't know. And then you'd be kind of high up. And you could see stuff from a cool little vantage point. And you could build it as high as you wanted to. You could build the Tower of Gerbil really, really high if you wanted to. And that would be cool. I would build it so high. I'd build it really high. Or you could go the opposite direction and you could dig a hole and you could just dig. That would be fun too. Dig a hole somehow without it caving in. I don't know. But dig a hole and get really, 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 really deep. Get it really freaking deep. And then you could like build a pulley system, like an elevator, and you could go down into your deep hole. That would be cool. That'd be really cool. Maybe. Write in the comments what you would do. Write in the comments if you would build a tower or you would build a hole. Which way would you go? Up or down? I want to know in the comments. Would you go up or down? Would you build a tower or a hole? I'm very curious. I want to know. Problem with digging a hole is eventually you'll hit water. But that could be cool too, because then you have free water and you could swim into the hole. There's nothing wrong with swimming. So there you go. There's no problem at all. There's no problem at all. So there you go. Problem with building a tower is you don't want it to tip over, because then you're screwed. Because if the tower tips over when you're on top of it, or when you're climbing on top of it, it's tricky. Nobody said it wasn't going to be tricky. But that's the path we lead. So that's my opinion on that stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with building a tower or a hole. I don't think so. Just because no one else is doing it doesn't mean I shouldn't want to do it. That's what I think about that. So yeah, that's what I think about that. And that's my opinion on that. And people are seeing monsters in the forest. Invisible monsters with red eyes and things. I guess you need to be a little careful in the forest because there's monsters out there. I don't know where the monsters are. Maybe I don't know how they just are, they're, just, they're just hanging out. They're just hanging out in the forest, looking for people to munch on. That's what's going on, I think. That's what's going on. And speaking on the Ark of the Covenant, Noah. Some people might say, was Noah perfect? Some say Noah was perfected by his generations. That's us, his kids, I think. That we perfected Noah, but that also he was perfect by his generations perfected him. But I don't know what that means. But anyways, was Noah perfect? ? Think about this for a second. In a world, sounds like a movie trailer. In a world where cum is illegal, in a world where everyone is wicked, basically like where we are right now, right? But he'd probably even worse than this, which a lot of you guys can't even fathom. When you look around, you say, "What can be worse than this?" Well, imagine for a second that it actually is worse than this, because it's getting there, but it's taking a while. But so imagine Noah, and he's in a place that's even worse than this place. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys are like, wait, worse than this place? Wait, what? Even worse than how society is right now. Everyone is wicked. Everyone is doing some really naughty stuff. And Noah is really, really righteous. In fact, he's the only righteous boy around in the entire world. So now think about this. That's crazy enough as it is, right? A lot of you guys are thinking, oh, that's crazy. Now think about this. How much more righteous would Noah have been if he grew up in a time where everyone was righteous? He would have been, you think he was perfect back then? He would have been perfect about pretty much times infinity. For a lot of people, that's impossible to comprehend because infinity is some sort of a gay, magical number. But think about that for a second. How much more righteous would you or I or Noah have been if we grew up in a society where everyone is very, very righteous? Where did I read this before? I read this, all that stuff I just said was Zohar, but I saw this funny thing. It must have been on 4chan. This guy wrote on 4chan, imagine if the propaganda was reversed. And this is funny to imagine this, because you're gonna smile at this. This is some funny stuff. Imagine the propaganda is reversed for a second. All the villains in every movie are these melanin-skinned thugs who go around and have 0 IQ and shit, and then everyone in society hates them because of their evil, wicked ways, right? And their culture and all this stuff is frowned upon as disgusting and retarded, which it is, right? And every movie is bashing about them, and every superhero, every hero of every movie is a white guy with a great family who has great moral values and all this stuff. Imagine the propaganda is reversed for a second. Every movie, the main hero is like this super righteous man with good morals, good family, just does everything good. And the villain is this melanin-skinned piece of crap, right? And then all the laws are, think Jim Crow laws, except, it's think about how cool society could be right now if things were flipped on their head. But instead, we have the opposite. We have this weird, everyone calls it clown world, which it pretty much is, right? Clown world. And you even have all this weird dimensional propaganda where they were playing all these news stories in 2016 where clowns are being seen in the forest and out on the roads. Or why are clowns popping up on the streets? What was with the random clown bullcrap of 2016 or 2015 or whatever year it was? Every year they try to push these new weird demonic propaganda things. Everything you see on TV is there to brainwash you now. Maybe it always has been. Maybe the world's always been honked just kidding. But have you noticed that every story on the news is fake and gay? Everything is there to brainwash people into cannibalism now. Cannibalism. You got the president eating a baby now on the news. What, the baby was dressed like a hot dog or something, and the president's dressed up like a panda bear, and we all know what the panda bear means. If you don't, there you go. It's some bad stuff, but everybody knows what it means now. But so very strange. Why are they pushing these weird things? You have to imagine they're pushing all this weird random propaganda before something terrible happens, right? They're pushing cannibalism before something bad happens so people won't be too freaked out when everybody starts eating each other. I mean, that's my theory. And they're pushing all this random stuff for those specific types of reasons, so that when this society changes again, like in a giant way, like think post-Jovid, when everything was kind of different and even shittier somehow than it was before. The next big change is, it's okay to eat people now. Oh, it's okay to marry a 7-year-old like the amazing prophet of Islam did. I mean, nothing crazy about that. Okay, now it's legal to, gays can get married now. Oh, now it's legal, now gay guys can have give birth out of their butts. They're called butt babies. Okay, now it's legal that kids can smoke cigarettes now. Or now it's legal that kids can drink beer now. Now it's legal that everyone can do heroin now. That's legal now. Everyone can do heroin whenever they want. Okay, now it's legal that... I'm running out of ideas and examples to think of, but I think you get my point here. Everything they're pushing is so that they can legalize it later when society has even changed again. Think Jovid 2.0. Beloved 2.0. When Beloved 2.0 comes, then they can bring in more evil into the world, more evil wickedness, right? Because that's what they did during Beloved, right? They forced everyone into masks, all this gay shit, and now here we are, right? And they forced everyone to get jabbed, otherwise they lose their fake gay job for their fake gay money and all that stuff, right? So now think about when Beloved 2.0 comes. Now they're going to force even more wicked, evil rules and laws into existence. Think cannibalism, okay? So that's what's going on. But why do they want to keep pumping as much evil into this world as possible? What is going on here? That's my question. I think it's quite strange. I also wonder if there are factions within the Illuminati that are fighting each other. Some people think that's Trump. People say Trump's not an evil actor. He's a different faction of the Illuminati who's fighting the deep state factions of the Illuminati of President Biden. They're two different factions that are fighting each other, and there's not one united Illuminati faction. They're different. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't trust Trump as far as I can throw him. And I definitely don't urge anyone to vote. Number one, because vote is magical gay consent. Number two, to vote you need to buy a postage stamp. So the government gets money when you vote anyways. So that could be why they want you to vote anyways, because they want to get a whole bunch more of your gay little cash. But then again, cash is pretty fake and gay, so it doesn't really matter. They just print all the gay cash, but you do have to buy a postage stamp to vote. So now they're even forcing you to do gay vote, and they're forcing you to pay them gay money for their fake gay erection that's going on, okay? So that's even more gayness that they're pumping into the world. So that's what I think about all that stuff. And but like I said, I don't even know who I am. I don't even know what I am. I know people say you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Your thoughts can trickle down into your brain through the atmosphere ether, maybe, meaning that they probably aren't even your thoughts. In your Kabbalah, your thoughts are your 7 different forms, the 7 serpents of Shaitan, Satan, inside of you. And these forms, emotional, mental, spiritual, I forgot the other 4, who cares? But these 7 forms are your combined experiences called, I forgot the word for it in Hebrew, it doesn't matter. But your combined experiences cause you to do bad things. Because that's what you know, but that's not really you. You're not really your experiences, you're not really your thoughts, you're not really any of the things in your body. You are just your soul and stuff, and what that is up to you, I guess. I don't know. But you are not anything in your body. You are not your experiences or your thoughts. You are the observer of all these things, maybe. So there you go. I don't know. Maybe that's something. And pretty damn cold out there tonight and at work. Thankfully, quiet night here at the hotel. Nothing crazy. That woman had her kid taken away from her who asked what my name was. So she was, obviously, I looked online. I think this hotel takes low-income people. So I think that might be why we get so many insane people here, is because it's low-income stuff. So maybe a lot of these people are on drugs. And, of course, the area surrounding this is a bunch of druggy, homeless, chaotic, demonic creatures, of course. So this is like, think about this as the circle of hell, and the hotel is kind of, I guess it's kind of like Has Been Hotel, isn't it? It's kind of in the middle of the circle of hell with a bunch of demons poking their heads around, trying to steal stuff and get into trouble, getting some naughty people down here, So, it's, it's something, I don't know. I'm a shy, nervous type of boy, maybe, so it's hard for me to get jobs or keep jobs or want jobs or anything. So I think about being homeless a lot just because I'm not very good at jobs, or something like that, and I don't really have anything to, what do I want to say, to keep me to this world. What am I fighting for? What am I fighting here for? Just to live and survive? Is that enough of a reason to be alive? Some people might say yes. Is survival a good enough reason for one man to keep staying alive and trying his heart out? Some people might say yes. Could a reason of wanting to be alive and survive be tasty foods and drinks? I think so, because I think they are tasty and sugary and tasty and good, and they do make you feel good when you eat them because they have a lot of tasty sugar in them. I'm not sure what else there is. Studying God's mysteries, some people say that that's a big reason to want to stay alive. Obviously, the normie cop-out, which I'm not saying is wrong, is a family, having a family and things like that. That does seem to be in human nature. Human primal nature, I think, is getting a mate partner and having a family, maybe. I think that seems to be in our instinctual human nature. However we were created in a Cabbage Patch field or whatever, we seem to have these driven ideas in our subconscious of human life, human existence. And I don't know why that is, right? Because I don't know. It's, why do people get horny? Why do people have these qualities in them? Why do people do drugs? Why do people do these things that people do? Why do people live lives like this? Why do people... I don't know. It's a very confusing life, and all I can do is think about it and talk about it, and mostly try to forget about it and have dreams, because I think my dreams are the most exciting, important part of my life, because I do have dreams all the time, especially when I write them down every day. That pumps the dream juice for some reason to give you another dream. If you're not lazy enough to write down your dream, then my theory is you get another dream the next day. Because every time I'm not lazy and I write down my dreams, for some reason the next day I get another dream. I don't know why that is. For some reason the dreams like it, that if you write them down, and if you write them down, then they give you another one the next day. So please write in the comments and motivate me to keep writing them down, because I'm getting one every single day when I write them down. Like, I have that's one of my powers and ability as a human. I've always had the ability of dreams. I'm a Pisces, the month of water and the month of dreams, the planet of Neptune, which is the water planet. And so if you motivate me, I'll keep writing them down, and I will have tons of dreams to talk about every time I do a podcast, because I've had so many dreams this past week and this past lifetime just from being alive and writing them down. Hell, I had a dream last night. I was showing someone my dream palace. I was in a dream within a dream, and I was showing them my dream inside my dream, and in my dream, I had a dream palace that I was showing them. It looked like a Russian Moscow cathedral. And then I was on some sort of campus, I think, and I saved this half cat, half woman out of the top of a tree. And I put her on I asked, do you need help? And she said, yes. And she looked like a cat, but she was a woman cat. Her face looked like the Thundercats creatures or something. Remember Thundercats? And I put her on a pole and slid her down to safety. And then I kind of dropped her, and she was sliding down the pole, and I said, are you okay? And I looked at her, and she was not okay. She was going down the pole way too fast. And I thought, ooh, I just kind of, well, now she's in trouble, because I kind of dropped her on there too hard. And then that was the last I saw of her, because, I don't know. So that was my dream last night. I think that was the whole dream. From what I can remember, and I have them. I've been having them all the time. And I was going to meet with a therapist today on the phone, and I had it all set up, and she said she called my phone, and she got my voicemail, which is a very funny voicemail, which, it's a prank voicemail. It says, hey, this is Jared. Hey, who's this? Oh, hi. Oh, just kidding. I'm not here. Leave a message. Beep. So it's a prank voicemail, and I love pranking people. Anyways, and so she left a voicemail. She called, and I didn't hear her. I think it's because my phone's nig-tarded and gay-tarded. So sometimes when people call, I don't get their calls, and it doesn't ring at all. So I'm hoping that's what happened, because I think I had it all set up, and I woke up early. I'm like, okay, she'll call now. And I waited, and she didn't, and then I went back to sleep. So I think that's a little cursed. She was not happy about that, obviously. So I'm going to email her and try again. And hopefully we can get it working next time. But yeah, my phone is retarded, so when people call it, sometimes I don't get their calls. So it's just gay nig-tarded. Technology is nig-tarded. But that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And I was trying to meet with the psychiatrist, and the last 2 or 3 appointments I kept missing because I sleep in so long and I always forget. And so I haven't met with them. So anyway. I gotta do another patrol here sometime. I try to do about 4 patrols around the hotel in an 8-hour span. 8.5-hour span. Which is not very many. I think my coworkers do like at least 9 or 10. So I barely do any. So I wouldn't be surprised if I got fired or whatever. But work is gay, so if you get fired, go homeless or find a new job. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't have a wife. I don't have a girlfriend in my room. I could have a girl in my room, but nobody. Anyways, so I don't really know what's keeping me in this town, in this room, in this job. I don't know what's keeping me here, because there's nothing keeping me from being homeless or whatever. I would tell you I'm saving up to live off grid, but because of my rent, my sister charges me so much that I can't really save up at all. So I can't really buy a piece of property because I can't save up. I'm going to see if I get accepted for the 50 grand in 2 weeks and the NEET bucks. If that happens, that would be quite an interesting positive change. And but if that doesn't happen, then really what's holding me here? What's holding me to this city, to this room? I got no wife in my room. I don't even know if a wife would want to be in that room. My room's a mess. And she'd say, you don't work enough. You sleep too much. Why am I in your messy room all the time? This is embarrassing. I don't want to be in your messy room. What is going on here? I don't know. Maybe that's what a wife would say. But, and I can't blame her for saying that. I don't know. You know, I don't know what I am. So I don't even know what to tell you. I think at least I'm kind of a man creature, because I definitely have man parts downstairs, if you catch my drift. They're pretty giant, if you catch my drift. Probably the 2 biggest, largest freaking boulder balls you've ever seen in your whole life, if you catch my fucking drift. No, but, I mean, of course I know, I'm not gonna, I know I'm a male type creature, and I know that's about all I know. I mean, I don't know. I'm interested. I make cartoons, and I'm interested in spiritual things, conspiracy theories, cartoons, dreams, I guess. I don't know what else is there to say. I don't like working. I'm kind of shy. I wonder if you can heal your body using different types of sounds. I'm talking about psionic sounds or harmonic sounds. People used to use sounds to heal their body waves. Write in the comments if you write in the comments if you healed your body with sounds. Gotta do my last patrol soon. I can almost go home in about a little less than 2 hours. Man, the work day goes by so slow. You guys have no idea, except you guys probably have some sort of idea, maybe. Just the work day goes by so fucking slow. It's insane. It just feels like there's nothing for me in this town, or in this world for that matter. So why shouldn't I just go and live at the train station in my hometown? I like my hometown. So why shouldn't I just go live at the train station where it's the rent-free place to be, if you don't mind my rhyming? But then I was just thinking, well, what are the upsides of having some sort of way to pay the rent with these disgusting faggot jobs? What are the cool things that I might have that are keeping me to the worthwhileness of having a 2-day-a-week job or whatever it is? And these are the things I could think of that is possibly reasons why to keep a job and not go live at the train station. Computer. By that I mean electricity. Refrigerator. A bed. A good-sized bed, at that. Privacy, perhaps. And last but not least, a shower. Because I do love showers. Those are my favorite part of the entire day, every single day. It's the showers, my favorite part of the entire faggot day. So I just named off about 4 or 5 things. Are those things worthwhile enough for me to not go live at the train station? Write in the comments what you guys think. You should go live at the train station back in your hometown. You like that town. That town is a nice little town. And it is a nice little town. There's an app called Free Roam. With the Free Roam app, you can use the app to find places where you can sleep all night or all day for that matter. Using the Free Roam app, you can find places where parking is not an issue. They're places for RV homeless freaks to park their faggoty vehicles. That's what the app does. I found 2 vape cigarettes on the staircase at the hotel. I picked up both of them and tried both of them out to see if they were broken or if they were still usable. I got a few puffs out of them. One of them tasted like mint. The other one tasted like... can't remember. I took them. I brought them into my car. I'm keeping them. What I find on the dirty ground is mine. Finders keepers. Neaters leapers. Neaters sleepers. Finders keepers. Neaters sweet sleepers. Finders keepers. Neaters sleepers. Finders keepers. Normies. Sleepers. I brought the vapes. They're with me in the car now. I brushed off the tips of the penile vapes to get the germs of whoever dropped them on the ground. They weren't huge puffs of smoke, so I'm wondering if the vapes were mostly all used up, like a divorced woman. But there you go. Why were the vapes there for me to find? Did God want me to find and pick up those dirty vapes? Maybe, but I did anyways. And now they're here with me. What I find on the ground, I take. I like collecting random Chinese shit that I find on the ground, taking it home with me. Anyway. Hopefully they didn't have AIDS, because I already did a few puffs out of the cigarettes. You might say, why, Jer? I'm a very cheap boy. I don't like buying things. You know how much a vape costs nowadays? At least $10. Meanwhile, I find 2 free ones on the ground. I'm going to take them. I'm sorry. I'm going to take. Anyways. What do you guys think about... I mean, that's the risk you take when you take a hit of a vape that you find on the ground. Yes, it could have AIDS, but maybe I don't know. Whatever. That's the risk you take. And anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm trying to say. Should I just move back to my hometown, live at the train station? People are saying it's the rent-free place to be. That's what people are saying. And problem with living in your car is it gets very hot. It gets extremely hot in the car. That is a problem. And that is a problem. Definitely need to park in the shade. That's the best place to park, is some shade. Seriously. Some shade is good. Some shade is good. Besides that, you gotta get food somehow. And water. You also gotta find a place to pee and shit. Stuff like that. Then you have to make sure you get some sleep sometimes. A lot of work goes into living in a car. Especially a tiny little fuckboy car like mine. Not a big car, not a lot of room in here. But nonetheless, that's what I think about. Something's pulling me in that direction, drawing me to it. Something's pulling me. Something's been pulling me to some sort of work-free lifestyle for a long time. I don't know what it is. I don't even know if it's good for me or bad for me or somewhere in between. what to call it. But, yep. Sometimes we find ourselves getting pulled here and there, thither and further, to and fro, to different things. Sometimes you find a vape cigarette on the ground, you just pick it up and start smoking it. Sometimes you pick it up and you think, maybe I shouldn't. You throw it back on the ground where it deserves. It's up to you to make the choice of what you do when you find that baggy cigarette on the ground. But what are the downsides of having a job? And I'm just going to use my job as an example, because I work 2 days a week, 16 hours. 17 hours. Plus the commute is another hour. So in total, per week, about 18 hours goes into my work. Now you have to remember, a week only has 24 hours per 7 days, which adds up to like 156 hours. There's not very many hours in a week. You might think there are, but trust me, there's not. Which means the average normie working 40 hours a week is giving up about a third of his entire life to being at work. Pretty insane, right? But maybe they meet a wife at work. Maybe they're pounding work pussy every night. You never know. Maybe it's worth it for them. Anywho, I'm giving up 18 hours a week of my 156-hour week. This is adding up to 18 times 4 weeks, about 74 hours per month. Oh my God. 74 hours per month, and about 850 hours per month. Is that right? I don't know. Maybe that's right. 80 out of 854. Anyways, this adds up to about 12% of my entire week is spent at work. Disgusting, I know. Now then. Anyways. So you have to, and remember, work goes by very slow sometimes. At least for me it does. So, if work goes by really, there's a car over here. If work goes by really slow, I think they're just parking or something. If work goes by really slow, and you're stuck there for 18 hours a week, or 40 hours a week, God forbid. And plus they have to commute to work too, so it's more than 40 for a normie. It's more than 40 because they have to commute as well. So it's probably more like, if we're being generous for a working normie, assuming they don't work remote, which some of them do, which is amazing. Working remote would be way better than having a real life faggot job, in my opinion. But anyways, if they have to commute, then it's probably more like 45 or 50 hours a week that they're doing for the commuting. So that adds up too. And commuting's dangerous. You can die in a car. My windshields are frosted over. I can't see out of these. Alright, people driving by. My windshields are frosted. I can't see out of these when I'm driving because they're all frosted up. So driving is dangerous, and it's fag-tarded, and you have to get gas because you run out of gas. And blah, 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 blah. I can go on and on. So there's a lot of gay shit that goes into working, and you lose 18 hours a week. and it goes by slow, and you're sitting, and it can be stressful if you have to deal with weird shit. And you just, so you can get rent, which goes into, like I said, having a bed, a fridge, a shower, food, and electricity. Now, all those things I just mentioned can be done off-grid with $0 rent. I mean, you have to get the property first, but then you can have chickens for food. Chicken lays an egg every day. You have 5 chickens, you get 5 eggs a day. This isn't rocket science. This is cocket science. You use your cock, literally, chicken, to get eggs every day. You have to use faggoty solar panels for electricity. Collect rainwater. Living off-grid can be done. Some people have done it. Some people do it. It's not impossible. It might be spooky at first, I imagine. But yeah. So anyways. What was that? Sorry. Anyways. So now putting all those things into perspective, is having a job still worth it? Just to have a bed and a shower, food, refrigerator, things like that, privacy. These are the things I think about and consider all the time. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it. I'm on my way to work now. I got, this is a Rammstein CD I made back in high school. I wish I could make CDs still, but try finding a computer with a CD ejector in it. You can't find them anymore. My old Windows XP had one. So I made a ton of CDs in high school now, because technology's fucking gay fag shit now, and now you can't find CDs anywhere now. You can't make CDs now. That's one thing I don't get to do anymore, is make CDs, because the aux cord in my car has always been broken, unfortunately. So can't use aux, have to use CDs, and they can't even make CDs anymore. What is with this light? This is the longest light I've ever been in, and there's no one at this fucking intersection. And that happens to you all the time, huh? I mean, that's just something that happens all the time. You get to a light, there's no one. The light's a nig-tarded faggot, and the light doesn't change for you, even though there's no one for miles. That's just whoever invented the traffic light, man. Johnson Traffic Lighterson was the man who invented the first traffic light. Johnson Trafficson was his name, and traffic lights were his game, if you catch my drift. So, yep, it's looking like I'm going to be late to work. I mean, I'm always late to work, but looks like I'm going to be later than usual, you know. So, yeah, I thought I ordered this board game off of Etsy. I got it in the mail today. It's just stickers. So, this dude charged me $10 for stickers? Wait, what? How much do stickers cost to make? Like, what? This is insane. Now I'm thinking, I should get into the sticker making business. Can you imagine me selling Zabujar stickers to poor saps on Newgrounds? Write in the comments if you think I should sell and make stickers. You can get a sticker machine for $25. So if I go ahead and get myself a sticker machine and I start making stickies, a lot of people on the internet like getting sticky. That's all I'm about to say. I'm talking, we'll make stickers of Winnie the Pooh sticking his tongue out. Winnie the Pooh Ahegao stickers. Piglet, where's my honey? Oh, there it is. Sticks his tongue out. And iconic Winnie the Pooh tongue pose as he does in the show. Piglet, where's my hole, honey? And he sticks his tongue out, and then people buy the stickers. If there was an erotic Winnie the Pooh tongue sticker, would anyone buy it? If I was selling and making them, write in the comments. I think people might be interested. I mean, that could very well be the next NFTs. Could be stickers. It could be the next big boom in the e-business. I'm talking about the sticker business. And so maybe, maybe, but probably not, but yeah, probably not. But imagine if I was selling and making stickers. Imagine though. But I don't know if I want to spend $25 on the machine. Hell, I just spent $10 on the damn nigger stickers. And anyway, so that was the one. That wasn't the dumbest purchase of my life, but it was in the top 5. Number 1 dumbest purchase I've ever made. Ooh, that's hard. So I bought this 3D software for $100 like a year ago or something. And then I was like, nah, I don't like this. And you can't return it. So that's in my top 5. $100 3D software. I mean, it's hard. I've bought so much stupid shit over the years. Actually, it's actually pretty hard to choose what the top 10 is. Number 2, power generator. As you can tell, the world hasn't ended yet, so I haven't really gotten any use out of it. Number 3, two boxes full of water. Haven't gotten uses for those either. Number 4, multiple boxes of beef jerky and peanuts. Haven't been opened yet either. Number 5. What's number 5? This shirt that I bought at the thrift store. This man told me I looked good in his shirt, so I bought it, and I've never worn it since. That's definitely in my top 5. That shirt, I still have. I think I might still have the shirt too. Number 6. Warhammer. My friend told me to buy it so I could play with him. All right, so I did, but let's just say I only played that game once, and I'm going to keep it that way. Warhammer is number 7 because it was also $7, and so it's also number 7. Number 8. What's number 8? Number 8. Oh, how about let's throw in those stilts that I bought. Number 8 will be the stilts. They hurt your legs too much to actually use them. So they're just in the garage. Number 8 is the stilts. Number 9 is number 9. I don't know. Number 9 will be the stripper pole. Why not? We'll just throw that in at number 9. Number 10. Dumbest purchases. Number 10. Number 10. Oh boy, I don't know. Just the list, trust me, the list is probably way longer than 10. I just can't remember all of them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Anyways, I'm getting pretty close to work here. And I'm officially late. It is now 11, which is what time I'm supposed to be at work. And I'm still on the freeway. So I'm going to be a little bit late to work today. Maybe a little bit later than usual, maybe around the same time. I'm usually around 1 to 7 minutes late every time I go to work. And the bad thing about that is that comes out of your paycheck, because they pay you based on when you clock into their gay little niggy app. And so if you're not clocked in, you don't get paid. So I'm losing out on, we'll say, 5 minutes of work when I get paid $17.50 an hour. Somebody do the math on how much money I'm losing showing up to work 5 minutes late when I get paid $17.50 per 60 minutes. I tried to figure this out, but I'm not much of a math nig like Jan is. I tried dividing $17.50 by 5 minutes or something. I don't know. Does anybody remember how to math? Somebody write in the comments. 5 minutes out of $17.50 an hour is how much money lost? Because that's what I'm trying to figure out. So, anyways. Oh boy. Pulling into work now, unfortunately. Hey, but somebody's got to pay these damn niggy gay tarded bills, right? So that's the rich can get richer and the poor can get gayer, or whatever the quote is. Okay, bye. Wait, sorry. The music's too loud. Let me start over. Take the come I used to own. So I'm just getting notifications on my phone. I'm trying to sing this song. Here we go. Radiohead. Coldplay. Come play. Smack and come. I used to drink my smacks. Now I eat it with my scrambled eggs. And I used to squeeze between my legs. A whole bunch of snake and cum would come out. Everybody's watching my cartoons. And it turns them into buffoons, 'cause they're all about the farts and smack. Who would ever wanna drink smack? I hear people saying my cartoons are not funny, but if you watch them I think you'll have a good time. A lot of the cartoons will make you laugh about farts. Be careful that you don't get a broken heart. Girls are never calling me on the phone. It's 'cause I drink my smeg at my home all alone. And now nobody likes the taste of smeg when they're kissing somebody who drinks their smeg. How was that? Yeah, that was pretty good. I think my I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyways, my phone has an orange background. It reminds me of Halloween because orange and black is the color of Halloween. I was told to relay a message from my Greek online pal. He said to say in your next podcast, one time I went to a toilet and they were charging money to use the toilet. So I went into the toilets after I paid or something, and I peed all over everything in the bathroom. And I flooded the entire 12 stalls in the bathroom. There were 12 stalls, and I flooded all the tiles with piss. So much piss. Tons and tons of piss. Because you shouldn't charge people for basic necessities to use a toilet in anywhere. I guess in Greece in this case. And he says, I don't know if I did the right thing. Sometimes it keeps me up all night like a freak, wondering if I shouldn't have peed all over a bathroom, if I did the right thing, or if my rebellion was for naught. Am I a sociopathic monster, or just a free pissing boy who likes to pee where he belongs? Let him know in the comments, guys. Did he do the right thing by flooding a bathroom with his piss, or should he have just paid the money to pee and peed in the urinal and then left without peeing all over the entire bathroom? Let him know in the comments. That's what he wants to know. If you guys want me to ask something in the podcast, just write it in the comments, and I'll probably forget about it, but yeah, I'll most likely forget about it. But yeah. And last day of work today for the week. Yesterday was nice and normal, very quiet and chill. I'm hoping that today will be the same. I heard a freak yelling a couple minutes ago. I really hope people don't call me to complain about him. I don't know where he's yelling from, or why he's yelling, or what's going on. But I'm really hoping that he stops yelling. I don't know what he's doing. Anyways. That's Biden. Yeah, so anyways, but you know, it's China and Japan, and you know, so it's like I said, man, but anyways. Amazing presidency from Emperor Biden. I can't wait. Just can't wait to be king from Lion King, remember? I cannot wait for Emperor President Trump to take office so he can get rid of drain the swamp ass. Drain all the swamp. Get Biden in jail. Throw Hillary Clinton into prison. Trump's gonna do it, man. He's gonna arrest Biden and Hillary, and he's gonna save the Constitution, save the country. He's gonna elect Elon Musk as his emperor assistant in charge, and Musk is gonna build a rocket ship that is able to ejaculate every man on Earth to the planet of Mars, and we will be living on Mars, eating Mars candy bars for the rest of our lives if Trump is elected. And speaking of Trump, hello, Jer. Stormy Daniels, hello, Jer. Good to see you. I know it's nice to see me as well. I am the 46th president, after all, no big deal. America's number one, make America great again is what I plan to do, and what I promise I will do. Biden, he's done nothing but help China. Stormy Daniels, I'll show her a storm. I'm gonna grab that storm by the pussy. Hurricane Helen, I would have grabbed by the pussy, and I would have thrown it away and blocked it, steered it off course with my Trump Tower magic potion technology. Okay, Trump, we get it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, he's gone, guys. Anyway, I'm glad that guy's gone, and jeez, any kids to sniff around? Any youngsters I can sniff around here? I mean, Japan is World War II was bad, well, anyway, anybody got some ice cream I can eat with some sunglasses on? Anyway, okay, Biden, get out of here. Sorry, guys, they just keep showing up for the podcast. They keep showing up for the podcast. Oh crap, now Kamala's walking in. We need to walk away from the burden of what has become unburdenable and what has been of the burden of what has been unburdened by the burden of what has been. Vote for me. Okay, we get it, Kamal. Thank you. We get it. Unburden the burden of what has been. I know. We get it. By the way, the quote she's always quoting, to unburden the burden of what has been, that's literally from the book. That's literally from Karl Marx's book. I'm pretty sure. That's like word for word from Karl Marx's book on communist direction. I'm not kidding. I'm literally not kidding. That's literally from Karl Marx's book. I'm pretty sure. And how come nobody brings that up? That's what I don't get. How come nobody brings up that she's quoting a communist book? I don't know. But, anyway. Shit. That's what Biden says all the time. Anyway. Amazing. So I guess the election, new president, is in a couple days? Is that right? I don't pay attention to that gay shit, but I'm pretty sure in a couple days, it's like going to be a new president or some gay shit. So there you go. They've boarded up a lot of businesses in DC with wooden boards. So I take it some people are not going to be happy with the results of the election coming up if DC is boarding up the fences and the businesses around the White House. Pretty sure they're expecting a bit of a rioting, huh? Some people are saying that Kamala Harris is not going to accept the results of the election. And as vice president, she has the ability to authorize that the election was fair and balanced and that the transfer of power, so it's called, is fair and accurate. Like I said, guys, they're all billionaires. They all suck each other off. I wish none of them were ever elected. I wish they would elect literally anyone else, including a poor homeless guy who's addicted to fentanyl and sucking cock on San Francisco Boulevard. He would be a much better president than all these faggoty niggers combined. Trump, no. Kamala, no. Obama, hell no. They all love sucking cocks in war, fighting wars, killing youngsters in wars overseas. I think if we elected Donnie Chainsmoker, melanin-skinned boy who's hooked on fentanyl, crack, and sucking dick and robbing innocent people on San Francisco Boulevard, he'd be a 1,000 times better president. I mean, it would probably be like the president from Idiocracy, but at least, hopefully he wouldn't be, what's the word? Getting us into war all the time. And giving everyone's taxes over to other countries, right? So, I don't know. That doesn't matter. This country's a joke. This world's a joke. I don't know what else to tell you guys. People think America is something special, something powerful. I don't know. I don't really see it. It just seems like a place to me. I would rather move to Bulgaria, like a cowardly man John LeBon did, abandoning the tyranny of Australia and moving to a random faraway white-skinned country like Bulgaria. John LeBon did that. He abandoned Australia and ran with his tail between his legs to Bulgaria, to a nice little country, some nice old world buildings, I bet. Light-skinned people, nice people, not a lot of evil naggers running around, I reckon. It's a very smart choice. I wish I could move to Australia or Bulgaria. I would rather move to Australia, but Australia sucks ass because it costs a ton of money to fly there, number one. Number two, it costs like $1 billion to become a citizen there, number two. Number three, I don't know. It'd just be interesting to see Australia. I've never left this continent, unless you count the Bahamas, which I don't think you should because they're like right off the coast of Florida, and they're full of melanin naggers who try to ask you to buy their Chinese shirts. So I don't get why people go to the Bahamas either. You can go to a nice beach in Florida. You don't have to go to the Bahamas. So I don't know why people go to the Bahamas. I mean, I went to the Bahamas, but I don't know why people like the idea of the Bahamas. It's just a bunch of poor brown people who try to make you buy their shitty shirts and their shitty seashell necklaces, and I'm not interested in being heckled over a necklace or a shirt. I just come to your country to use the beach. I don't want to talk to any of you. I don't want any of you to look at me or talk to me. I came here for the beach. Now I'm going back to the United States. Okay? Bye-bye. Thanks for the beach. Thanks for keeping the beach clean. Bye-bye. That's it. That's all I see about the Bahamas. Let me go to the beach. Don't talk to me. Okay? That was nice. I'm going back home now. Bye-bye. That's the Bahamas in a nutshell, in my opinion. But you can get a nice beach at other places. You don't have to go to the Bahamas, although the Bahamas beaches are very, very nice. You can go to Florida, has nice beaches, I bet. California, where I live, probably has some nice beaches, but the water's really cold. The water is too cold in California. The water in the Bahamas is very nice, and South America is very, very nice water. Mexico, some great beaches with warm water. And Mexico has beautiful beaches and very beautiful warm water and beautiful sunshine and beautiful waves, and the water's clear. And I got a bad purple rash when I went to beaches in Mexico, by the way. Really bad purple rash. A lot of purple rash all over my body when I went snorkeling in Mexico. So something about that. I couldn't find anything online either about how someone would even get a purple rash all over a lot of their body from Mexican beaches. I have no idea what that was about. Write in the comments if you know anything about purple rashes. Anyways, it was weird. So that was weird. I don't know. I must have been allergic to Mexicans or water or something. I don't know what it was, man. It was bad. It was bad. And so, to talk about the thing I was talking about earlier, yesterday, it does sound kind of cool. What if I just bought a trailer and parked it at the train station? There's people who do that at the train station at my hometown. They just park their RVs and live there and shit, you know? What if I just got a trailer somehow, hooked it up to my tiny little car, dropped it off at the train station, and, just fucking set up shop. Because here's the cool thing. Let me tell you why this is cool. My parents live near that town. You don't gotta work. If you live at a train station, there's no rent. My parents live near there, kind of. Yeah, they live kind of near there. And Jan lives kind of near there. So I've got my parents, my friend, and no rent. And you get to live at a train station in a trailer. And the town is a nice town. So that's 6 things right there. That's 6 reasons why you should quit your job, stop paying your rent, and go park a trailer at a train station. 6 big reasons. The 7th reason is because if you buy off-grid land, you're far away from your parents. You're far away from civilization for the most part. That might not be true. I like Arizona too. I love Arizona. I thought about buying land in Arizona too. But then that's the thing, right? You have to buy land. And I'm broke. Because guess what? I can't save up any money. Because my rent is too high and I barely work. So I can't save up money. But then the other 8th reason why this is a good idea. You can possibly walk to the grocery store to get food, right? If you live off-grid, you have to make your own food somehow, for the most part, okay? That can be tough sometimes, unless you have a bunch of chickens, which I don't. So living in the city in a trailer at the train station is actually sounding like one of the best ideas I've ever had. And so that's why it might be one of the best ideas anyone has ever come up with in the history of ideas ever. So think about that, guys. If you're tired of whatever it is, then there you go. There you go. I'm kind of a huge fucking genius right now. I'm kind of a huge genius. Sometimes I just get these jolts of emotions. Like this. Like, fucking titties. Fucking nigger. Like, if I'm... Does anyone else get that? I hope someone else gets that, but I don't know if anyone else does. Like, if you just get, like, jolts of, You know what I'm talking about? Like jolts of something? Jolts of something. Jolts of something. So write in the comments if you ever get jolts. Because I don't know why, but I think maybe I get jolts sometimes. And I don't know how to explain that, except I think I explained it pretty well. It's just like jolts of angry energy, I suppose you could say. And I broke my laptop yesterday because I got a jolt, and it made me just kind of push my hand into my laptop. And not even that hard, not even hard at all. And I didn't even hit the screen. And it turned the screen to black. So now I was trying to fix it yesterday for 2 hours. I unscrewed the back, and then I just ended up ripping it off. And I spent a lot of time and trying to get those screws off. And I'm gonna ask Jan to fix it if I see him, or I'm gonna ask someone on the internet how to fix it, or maybe take it to a computer repair shop, see if they could fix it. It works with an HDMI up to my TV. It's just the screen itself is black. If anyone knows anything about that, please write in the comments, because I don't know really anything about computer shit. That's nerdy Jan shit. I don't know. I only know about cartoons. I don't really know how to do anything besides like make certain kinds of cartoons, I guess. And so it's tricky being sticky. You know, it's tricky being sticky for sure. My top favorite words right now, I think you guys have probably been able to tell, is DNA, which stands for Dead Niger AIDS. And I don't know why, but I've just been thinking of those 3 words so often, and they're so much fun to say. So definitely for this month, or maybe even for at least the last 3 or 4 weeks, my favorite words have actually been Dead AIDS Niger. I mean, the N one's not surprisingly, but the Dead AIDS thing, definitely been a very fun thing to say, and it's just been in my mind quite a bit as my favorite words of the past month. And so that's why I've been saying it so much, and why I've been thinking about it so much, because those have definitely been, I think, my favorite words of the last 3 to 6 weeks. Write in the comments what words you guys are thinking about a lot lately, and maybe it's Dead AIDS, or smegma or something, or maybe it's palm tree. It could be Manchurian Candidate, could be light bulb, it could be now's the time to rise up and attack. Could be wake up, super sleeper soldier. It's your time to enact your mission. I'm just kidding, but no. So write in the comments if you guys have favorite words you say or think about a lot. Maybe it's Dead AIDS Niger. Could be. That's mine. So maybe that's your. I don't know what you guys. Maybe it's Roblox. Maybe it's Riz. Maybe it's the Rizzler. I wish I could get into other people's heads, but I just can't, because I don't really know any other people, and I barely talk to many other people that I can really start to figure them out. How people are. People are people, so what should it be? To quote Depeche Mode. Doesn't that ever kind of intrigue you guys, how people think? I really could be a good therapist, I bet, because people are so easy to figure out for me, and so simple-minded. All they want is Barbie dolls and cum and tasty fried chicken and stuff like that. But if I knew more people, I could really dig into their skulls and figure out how they tick. But I just don't know that many people to talk to, so I don't know how people tick. But if I met more people, I do think people are kind of interesting when they're not evil and mean. So I keep my distance, because a lot of people are evil, disgusting, demonic creatures. Some of them are. My neighbor probably is, with his dogs. That's for sure. And you know, he's been knocking on the doors in the neighborhood saying, stop calling the police on me just because my dogs are barking all night. And I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep calling the cops on him, because his dogs bark all night, and I don't want to see any other mean stuff, but I've already said a lot of mean stuff about him and the situation in his demonically possessed body and brain and dogs. So there's not much else I should say, because I'm trying not to be mean. It's just very easy to be mean, and I don't want to be mean, but of course I say a lot of mean things when I think about this particular neighbor and other things like that. And so it's very unfortunate to be around demonically possessed creatures, but in my lifetime, I've found myself to be around quite a lot of demonically possessed creatures, possibly from the pits of hell and places like that. And so that's just a weird little thing that I've discovered by living in this realm, is that you find yourself shoulder to shoulder with a lot of demonically possessed types of creatures. So I don't know why that is, or where that is, or whatever. So that's all I'm going to say about it. That crazy lady at my work, the cops came again before I got to work today, and they arrested her friend or lesbian partner who punched her in the face or something. This lady had her kid taken away from her yesterday, and she was crying out there for a long time. She's gone again, hopefully forever again. I know I said that last week and yesterday. They keep taking her away, I think. So I hope she's gone forever, because every time she's here, the cops come and she creates a huge mess. So it's very what's the word I want to use here? It's very uneloquent. It's very derogatory. It's very derigerant. It's very devilish. It's very delinquent. It's very unauthentic. It's very dangerous. It's very what's some other words I can use here? It's very messianic. Which means very messy. It's very messianic, very Jurassic, very Boreanic, very volcanic. There's a lot of words I can use to describe that. Hey, so I went on a walk at 4 a.m. A few days ago, and guess what I saw again? I saw a rocket shooting over my house, a streak of orange. They do shoot rockets over my house. I think it might be Musk's company, because I don't know what other company shoots rockets at 4 a.m. or why you would even shoot a rocket at 4 a.m., but it's very pretty. It's very pretty to see them shoot rockets over this town. I have to admit, maybe that's the coolest part of this gay little town, is that you get to see the rockets and stuff. Of course, the rockets never go straight up. They just go and they hit the firmament, and you see all these beautiful rivers and water splashing everywhere from them hitting the dome. But it is very pretty to see. I don't know why they keep wasting their time hitting the firmament or whatever, but it makes very beautiful water effects in the sky, like fireworks, or it's kind of indescribable. You just have to see it. But the rockets are pretty. They're long streaks of orange, bright orange, kind of like a marker or something. So I don't know. It's just a waste of time and taxpayer money. Although I don't think Musk is owned by and gets taxpayer money, but it's pretty, but it's just, anyways, it doesn't matter. It's just little, I mean, rockets are cool, it's fine. It's fine. Hey, we're going to be in Mars by next year. You and me, we're going to have NEET departments on Mars. Who's going to get us there? Elon Musk and Trump. He's going to get us free housing, Section 8 housing on Mars. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. Trump said he was going to blast all the nigs and melanins to the moon and give them free Section 8 housing on the moon. I'm not kidding around about that. He said he's going to deport all the migrants to the moon and give them free Section 8 housing and EBT cards on the moon. So get ready, guys, because we're about to have some fun on the moon. And you heard it here on this podcast first. You're not going to hear that anywhere else. That's why you need to like the video, Stay subscribed, subscribe again, and make a second YouTube account and subscribe to this channel again. And just keep doing that with new accounts. We're trying to get this account to 30,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We need about one more subscriber to get to 30K. People write in the comments, congrats on the 30K subscribers. Just somebody write that in the comments. And we're almost there. We're almost there. So, yeah. NEETs on Mars. Biker mice on Mars. Street Sharks on Mars. Freddy versus Jason. Jason goes to Mars. Leprechaun on Mars. Yeah. What was that one Nickelodeon show? It's like Idiots on Mars. What's the one I'm thinking of? From like the 90s or whatever. Called it was literally called like Retards on Mars. It was a cartoon. Oh, I can't think of it now. It was a really terrible cartoon too. It's like really bad. Write in the comments if you guys remember. It was this Nickelodeon cartoon. And it's called like, oh, I can't remember, man. It was like Numbskulls on Mars or Idiots on Mars. Anyways, it doesn't matter. If you could jump into a video game world, which world would you jump into? Me? I would jump into Delfino Plaza from Mario Sunshine, because it looks like a pretty little town within the beach. And the Delfino creatures, they seem like nice people that aren't going to swindle you, rob and rape you. I don't know what they're called. They're called the Delfinos, maybe? I think Majora's Mask Clock Town might be a cool town to live in, maybe. Go out. Yeah. So there you go. That might be a cool place to go. So, Majora's Mask, Clock Town, Delfino Plaza would be a nice video game to live in, to jump into, to live inside of. I love Mystic Heroes for the GameCube. I don't know if I would jump and live in there. I might. Oh, Super Mario, what's it called? Mario Kart Double Dash. I like that game, so I could see myself jumping into that video game world, I guess, and living in there, I guess. Let's see. Write what world you guys would jump into. If you guys jumped into a fucking gay VR, fucking gay little game world. And jump into, I don't know, Donkey Kong 64 world. It's got nice music. Banjo Tooie Witchy world. Maybe I'll jump into that level in real life in a VR headset. Don't ask me what I would do to the Jinjos. You don't want to know. You don't want to go there. You seriously don't want to go there. Do not write what. Anyway, who do you guys think is stronger, Metal Mario or Shadow Mario? And who do you think is scarier? And who do you think is cooler, and who do you think is more powerful? Between Shadow Mario and Metal Mario. I think Shadow Mario might be scarier, but I think Metal Mario might be stronger. Because he's made out of metal. So it'd be hard. It might be hard to fight him. I guess you could hit him with your car. But, Shadow Mario is more like a Freddy Krueger, whereas Metal Mario is more like a Jason X. If we're going by horror monsters, I think. You guys write in your comments who's gayer, who's stronger, Metal Mario, Shadow Mario. Write in the comments. Who would you be afraid to meet in a dark alley? Probably both, but These are your choices: Metal Mario or Shadow Mario. I brought my swim trunks and a towel, and I'm thinking I might try to go in the pool after work. I'm dead serious. I've never gone in the work pool before. And I know chlorine isn't very good for your soul or body, but I haven't been in a pool in a long time, and I love water a lot. I'm a Pisces, which means I'm a water sign, which means my favorite planet is Neptune. And I didn't even know that about Pisces, because that was always my favorite planet anyways. And then I looked up what Pisces' favorite planet is, and it said it's Neptune. And I said, damn, this faggoty website got me again, because they're right, that is my favorite planet. And I do like water a lot, so there seems to be some strange things connecting planets, whatever the hell those are, to us mere mortals down in this weird realm that no one really can explain what we're doing here, how we got here, where we are, why we're here, how long we've been here. How much longer is this place going to last? Is this a computer simulation fag world? Is this simulation about to be destroyed? I've seen conspiracy theories that the recycle bin on the Windows XP computer system needs to be recycled. It's full of trash. You need to empty the recycle bin. You need to reset the program. This program has too many people running, too many simulations in the matrix. We must reset the matrix. Start from less people again. You know, I've seen all these conspiracy theories that the computer program needs to be restarted. The computer needs to be reset. The computer is running on empty, which is why you have the Internet Explorer with the letter E with a recycle arrow going around it on the old Microsoft Explorer logos on the old computers. Is this world about to be dumped, trashed, reset? Are our souls about to be reincarnated again and restarted and put into different bodies? Perhaps the bodies of worms or slugs? Perhaps a world ran by slugs instead of humans? Kind of like the Disney Pixar movie Ants, where they have to stand up against the grasshoppers? I don't know. This chair hurts my butt. Just sitting all night in a car chair hurts my back and my butt and my ass. I don't know how San Diego boy does it. Speaking of San Diego boy, there's a NEET in San Diego who's been living in his truck for years. Should he start a GoFundMe to get a trailer put on his front yard? Should we start a GoFundMe for this San Diego NEET boy to raise him money to get a trailer so he can stop sleeping in his truck? Maybe. I think I'd rather live in a trailer than a truck. Well, if it's a big-ass truck, then it's kind of like a trailer. But if it's not a big-ass truck, then I would get a trailer. Or I would get a shed. I'd honestly maybe just get a shed from Costco because, well, then you got to build it. And I have built a shed from Costco before, but you need 2 people. It's easier with 2 people to build a shed. Can it be done with 1 person? Kind of doubt it. You need someone to help you put up a shed from Costco. It takes 2 usually. Kind of like that old song, "It takes 2 to make a nigger sandwich." But now that I think about it, all the people nowadays use Facebook Marketplace. I've heard a lot of good things about that website. And I'd probably just go on there and find a guy who would, to buy a trailer from and who would deliver it. Because a lot of people on Facebook Marketplace, sometimes they deliver it to you, which is pretty based. I don't know. I know real trailer stores. Real trailer, what am I trying to say here? Real trailer shopping centers, they do deliver, but those trailers are going to be really expensive. Whereas if you can find a trailer on Craigslist, or I would say Facebook Marketplace is your best bet to get cool shit like a trailer now. And they'll deliver it to you, and it'll be cheap. I would use Facebook Marketplace for that. Because I don't know how, or if you can, I guess you can have the trailer company deliver it if you buy a real one. But I would just get one from Facebook Marketplace. And I've been thinking about making a Facebook account just so I could use Fagbook Faggot Nigger Marketplace, just because they have a lot of cool crap that normies buy, like furniture and all sorts of crap on there, and it's local. It's eBay, it's not local. You know, all these websites they sell, they're not local. Facebook Marketplace is local and cheap, and they might deliver it to you because they're chill. It's like the best shopping website around right now. I'm sorry if this sounds like a Facebook ad. Kind of is, but I'm thinking about making a Facebook account just because just to see if I can buy like some cool random crap from Facebook Marketplace. I don't even know what's on there because I can't even go on there because I have a Facebook account. But dude, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look on there. I'm gonna do it for you guys. I'm gonna see if I can find a cool ass trailer or something. I'm gonna see what other cool ass crap they got on Facebook Marketplace, because my sister uses it for furniture and all sorts of crap. And you know, I don't give a damn about gay ass normie furniture, but if you can find a trailer, that's a roof over your head. That's actually important, because unless you want to sleep in the dirt with an umbrella over your head when it's raining, which probably isn't that bad. But having a roof over your head is pretty nice, in my opinion. But I know some people they get by without a roof, I guess. They use the trees as roofs, and that's fine. If you live near a forest, I think that's fine. I think trees can make good roofs sometimes. That's true. So, but anyways, you know, I went on a Ferris wheel maybe 10 years ago. The last Ferris wheel I went on, maybe about 10 years ago or some crud like that. It was at the Saddleback Lake Forest Halloween party. And they had a Ferris wheel there, and I think it was free. Man, I should have went there for Halloween. I wonder if they still have Ferris wheels at their church. God, I mean, that church really is more like a circus than a church, right? And of course the owner is a billionaire. Well, maybe more like a trillionaire now. Hey guys, do you like God? Well, that's cool. Well, I'm a trillionaire, so, you know, I got a lot of money. I don't really need God because I got billions of money. But you guys can come to my church and pay me more money if you want. Oh, yes, Rick Warren, thank you. We will pay you more so you can become a trillionaire. I'm already a trillionaire, but you can keep paying if you want. Oh, thanks, Rick Warren. Rick Warren on video said Muslims, Jews, and Christians all need to unite under like one single religion. That dude is definitely suspicious Illuminati plant trillionaire. In my opinion, very sus. I went to his church a lot growing up. It's a beautiful church. Of course it is. It was built by a billionaire. Of course he's going to make a beautiful church, but man, it's nice. It's a nice-ass church for a billionaire church, man. Beautiful freaking church, man. If I had $1 billion, hell, I could run for president. If I had $1 billion, that'd be crazy. Hey, Dick. Come over here, Dick. Dick Cheney. Oh, President George Bush, what are you doing here? I was just admiring your workplace there. Oh, well, thank you, ex-President Bush. What can I help you with? Oh, well, I just want to go over to Iraq and, you know, mom some kids. That's George Bush's iconic laugh. Yeah, man, this chair hurts your butt, dude. I don't know how people sit in cars this long, because these chairs are not comfortable on the butt. And maybe it's heating up a little bit, but boy, was it ice cold. Colder than Frosting the Snowman's rim. People often ask me what was my first job. And I say, I don't know. Does a rim job count? And that joke sucked. It's only funny because a lot of people don't know what a rim job is, and I don't recommend you look it up either. Let's just say it's licking the rim. That's all I'm allowed to. That's all I'm legally allowed to say about George Bush. You remember your first job? Oh yeah. Does a rim job count? All right, let's go to Iraq and kill some kids. Does a rim job count? I'm President Bush. I'm about to get a rim job. I did not have sexual relations with that rim. I am Bill Clinton. I did not. I can't do a lot of impressions here. You know what I thought would be fun that I keep forgetting to do is just to reenact the whole scene of the Bane plane scene. Or hell, maybe just reading the script of the entire Batman The Dark Knight Rises movie. But at least I want to do the Bane plane scene because that's the funnest scene in the whole film. Dr. Pavel, I'm ex-CIA. Get him on board, I'll call it in. Where's Bane? Why does he wear the mask? A lot of loyalty for a hired gun. Who's Bane? Or perhaps he's wondering why someone would shoot a man before throwing him out of a plane. At least you can talk. Who are you? What do you know about Bane? It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. Was getting caught part of your plan? Of course. Now our plan is crashing this plane with no survivors. I forgot some of the script, but that's my favorite part of the movie is when they get on the plane. So maybe I'll rehearse that. Oh, my zipper's down. You know, I was trying to pee at the urinal at work earlier, and it was just spraying everywhere. So that's why I pee sitting down most of the time, is because if I try pee standing up like that, it just, I don't know if this happens to anyone else, it probably might, but it just sprays. Instead of going in a nice stream, mine's kind of naughty because it likes to misbehave, if you catch my drift. It really likes to misbehave, my stream. And so it goes off in all these different ways. It sprays out like a big fire hose, or like, so just everything's getting soaked in the entire area. So it's just not a clean stream, it's just everything's getting soaked and splashed. Everything is getting doused with pee urine. If I try to pee standing up sometimes. And I'm like, what the heck? Maybe you have to stand really close to the urinal. I think maybe that would help, like, contain some of the anger of the piss. But that's about all I can think of as for fixing pee streams. Maybe that's what the walls of the urinal are for. I mean, can you imagine I'm standing at a urinal and there's no walls, and I'm just dousing the guy next to me with my piss? Because that could easily happen if the urinals don't have walls. Or at least all my pee would get on his shoes and his feet if he's barefoot. All my pee would be getting on the person's feet next to me if I was at a urinal next to a strapping gentleman. And he'd be like, "You're dousing me with your damn piss and smeg." And it's like, I'm just standing here. I can't control it. It goes off to all the sides. It goes off to the sides. And he'd say, "Well, you need to eat more asparagus. That will help control your stream of pee. Your stream of pee. And so that's, I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's true. Maybe asparagus does control your pee streams. You guys can write in the comments if that's what you guys do for pee hygiene and stuff like that. I think a lot of you guys are into that. And so yeah, I mean, so I just sit down most of the time because that stream is just, you can't control that thing. It's like a wild animal. You think you can control it until the guy next to you is covered in your piss and your whiz and your waz and your smeg and your cum. So it's better to just don't take the risk and just sit on the rim, get a rim job on the rim and just pee sitting down, because at least the stream is not going to go everywhere. If you're sitting down, it doesn't spray everywhere like that. When you're standing up, for some reason, it just sprays everywhere. When you're sitting down, it doesn't spray everywhere. I don't know why that is. Maybe that's gravity or some shit. I don't really understand, but maybe that's the shape of the cock, because when you're sitting down, it's just vertical, and when you're peeing standing up, it's more like diagonal. It's like a weird shape of the cock when you're standing up, and so that's why it just sprays everywhere, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I think that's a very important opinion to have about peeing streams. I think we can raise the entire human condition of consciousness if all of us elevate our own lives and our own brainwaves and our own selves. Personally, I think maybe that can actually raise the consciousness of everyone around us and in the entire universe back to a more holy and more intelligent awareness level. Because if we don't do that, then humanity can get even dumber than it already is. And we're already seeing IQ points dropping with each year. No thanks to the mandatory vaccines and all the chemicals in the food and the bad schools that's filled with melanin teachers and melanin students that are beating up everyone else who's in the school. And the youngsters are on screens now. And so there's a billion reasons. Although truthfully, if we got rid of all the melanins, I think society would pretty much skyrocket as far as IQ and manners and ethics and pretty much everything. So basically what that kind of goes into, but not really, is segregation, which you replace the first word, or you can even call that gergenics or eugenics, okay? And a lot of people are going, oh, we don't support eugenics. But if you actually did it, then I think actually it would probably vastly improve the human condition, because then everyone would be way hotter, way smarter, way more polite, way more, I don't know, I just think given the chance, I think it probably would do wonders for the human condition. Or if anything, just seriously, just segregate everyone from everyone else, like they did at Tower of Babel. I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. Tower of Babel, they separated everyone, and then the 1960s come around and blows up Parks, says, you better not let me sit on the back of the bus, and all this gay shit happened or whatever, and Ruby, what's her name, and I don't know, all that gay, fake gay civil rights shit or whatever. Martin Luther King, I got a dream that all those boys and girls can suck on my rim. Whatever he said, I don't remember, but it was gay, whatever he said. And, anyway, so, just a very fascinating, retarded, country and experiment. This country is an experiment. I hope everybody knows that. This is a planned Illuminati experiment, Freemason playground. What is this place? I don't know, but it's probably some of the stuff I just described. We got a floating eyeball and a floating pyramid on the back of our dollar bill. And that's not quite right. That doesn't sit quite right to me. That doesn't sit quite right to me, does it? I don't think so. Come to think of it. You guys are better off not making podcasts. You're saying, Jer, why is that? Let me explain. Because when they take away the First Amendment, if that should happen here, right? When they take away the First Amendment in a week, when the new president is sworn in, whoever it is or whatever, and they take away... Because remember during Blovid, when Trump was president during Blovid, that's when all the conspiracy theorists, people on YouTube got permabanned, myself included, many times. And pretty much every conspiracy theorist on YouTube who wasn't a plant, such as Alex Jones, although he got banned, but he's still a plant, Russell Brand, David Icke, he might have got banned by now, I'm not sure. I don't think he did, but I don't remember. Anyways, plants like them, especially Russell Brand, who's never gotten kicked off for saying bad stuff about COVID the entire time, right? During President Trump in 2020 or whatever, and when everyone got permabanned who was doing conspiracies, myself included, right? Where was I going with this? Anyways, yeah, everybody got permabanned except for the plants, right? But now they're not just gonna ban the conspiracy boys on YouTube again. They're gonna lock them up in prison probably, and they're gonna look at my podcast and they're gonna say, this guy's saying mean things about melanins and Indian rapists and stuff. This is hate speech and mean speech on different racial speeches, and this is called mean speech and hate speech. And free speech is no longer legal, and especially hate speech is definitely illegal, and we get to tell you what hate speech is, and now you have to serve. Okay, Mr. Zabujard, you're going to be serving 15 years in state prison for saying bad things about melanins and NIGs and all this stuff. And because of your hate speech on your podcast and on your cartoons, we're going to give you 15 to 30 years in state prison, and I'll set the bail at $10 trillion, and see you later, alligator. And then they'll hit the gavel, boom, with the little hammer. Because think about it, guys. The reason why they allow people to have podcasts on here is so that they can use all this stuff against people when they make free speech illegal soon. And that's why they might allow some conspiracy boys on here, maybe, who have a smallish following, because then they'll say, oh, well, look at this podcast we found, and this belongs to him, and now we're going to lock this guy in the FEMA camp forever, because he went against Blovid, which they locked people up who went against Blovid in Australia, and I don't know where else, but in Australia they locked him in hotels for 2 weeks, and you weren't allowed to leave, even if you were blaxed, or even if you got a Blovid test and stuff. It was completely tyrannical what happened in Australia, complete evil. And in America, people were fired if you didn't get black. And they fired 30,000 healthcare workers under Emperor Biden. So they all want every politician. It doesn't matter their party. They wanted everyone to get, let's say, poisoned, and most people did. That's what they tell us, that most people did. Is that true? I don't know. It seems true, but it's up to you. They also tell us there's 8 billion people in the world. I think it's more like maybe 1 billion. And if you do your own research, I think you could find that out for yourself too. I'm not going to go into how. Okay, I'll go into how. It's very easy. You just look at a state, look at its population, and then look at its biggest towns. And every time the biggest town populations don't add up to the state population, they're inflating it in a very gay, dead AIDS, niggardly way. That's all I can say. And then what I wanted to say was, what was I talking about? Jeez, I don't know. I remember something. I still got a bad nasal infection. I bought some nasal drops. And I put them in my nose. I've been putting them in my nose lately. I don't know if they help. They might help a little bit. It's just saline. Some people call it saline. Solution that goes in your nose. And man, what was I saying a second ago? I was talking about something important. I feel like something population. I got fucking feared off by the population shit. Damn it. Oh, I remember now. So every politician wants you to get poisoned, right? Well, now, guess what every politician wants you to do now? They want you to vote, because that's consent of the vote of consent of the governed from the 1600s. And the consent of the governed from the 1600s, which that's what they tell us what era it's from, is about it. The idea of voting is your consent, your magical approval of your soul to be governed by these evil, sick fags. And that's what consent of the governed is. Maybe I didn't read it, but that's what I'm guessing. It's from the 1600s. I'm not going to read that shit. But everyone, they play all these ads. You need to go out and vote. you have the power to change the world by having some sick pedos on an island control your life and take all your taxes. Please go vote for them now. When, no. Don't ever vote again, especially for these fags, ever, because they're all evil, sick fucks. So that's my opinion. Voting is gay, and it has always been gay. And govern yourself, and govern your communities, and have yourselves govern each other, and don't depend on anyone, especially some fags in Washington or whoever. That's my opinion on that. And I think I gotta do another patrol here in a second. It's been super quiet today and yesterday. Just thank God that lady is gone. I think she's the one who keeps having the police come down here all the time because she's insane. And so just one bad apple can ruin the whole job for everyone and the whole hotel for everyone, unfortunately. That's why and she's a very large, obese, blonde woman. But like I said earlier, eugenics and segregation and all these steps in place, I think, could make society way better for everyone. But it's like I said, the evil leaders, quote unquote, in charge. I don't like to call them leaders. I'm more like fags. The evil fags who run things. I guess you could sort of say. Even this language is. If you look at the term of peasants, a peasant was someone who always was subservient to the king or the lord. Why was the word lord synonymous with king or the monarchy? When today we think of the word lord as God. Did peasants think of lords as their gods? Well, I think yes, because peasants are the people today who worship celebrities and the presidents and the voting system and money and wealth and the world. And a lot of them are Christians, and a lot of them are any religion. But it's just funny because in the Christian Bible, or the New Testament, it has a lot of verses about not being going with the ways of this world. But I think pretty much every Christian I've ever met or seen has always been obsessed with the ways of this world. My parents included. They love this world and money and cars and all that stuff, houses. And but it's not just them, it's like pretty much every single Christian I've ever met. But I've at least tried to like brainwash my parents out of it, but they won't snap out of it. They won't. And they're not interested in Jewish stuff either. I tried to get my mom to read my Jewish book, but she's not interested either. They know I'm doing kosher and stuff, and I'm not eating ham anymore and stuff like that, but they're just, they're not interested in that stuff either. Anyways, so peasants are the people who are celebrity worshippers today. They're the sheeple of today. We're the peasants of yesterday. And they're still around. They're still among us, as you can tell. They still watch the TV and the president and the elections, and they're entrapped in the bread and circus of the faggotry today, right? And I forgot where I was going with all this. It's hard to keep my head on straight. Hard to keep my brain on straight. What was I talking about here? Anyway, I gotta take a patrol real quick. I'll be right back, guys. You know, I was just thinking, I was just patrolling, but I was thinking, maybe it's important that we trust who we are. Well, we gotta figure out who we are first and then trust who we are, and maybe nothing else matters. And maybe nothing else matters except for what we figure out about who we are and how to live. And maybe nothing else matters, and maybe my company needs me. Maybe I shouldn't quit. This post can't even get enough security guards to work here. So they basically need me. And that gives me some comfort to know that someone out there needs me in some sort of weird way. Could they replace me? They could, if they found a guard, which they can't. So basically my company kind of needs me. So why should I quit when the company needs me? It's nice to feel needed in some sort of way. I don't have a wife. No, I don't have a wife that I go home to. But at least my company in some weird way kind of needs me around because they can't find any guards who will want to work at this post. So in some weird, twisted sort of way, I guess my company needs me, and out there I'm kind of needed by some sort of entity force of some kind. Some sort of type of different kind of force type creature out there kind of needs me in some sort of way. And it's nice to feel needed by some sort of strange entity creature. But maybe we should just only need ourselves, huh? Not worry about being needed by other people or other creatures or demons or whoever needs you as some sort of financial battery resource or whatever it is. But still, it feels a little nice to be needed by something, even if it's just some transnational corporation who can't find guards who will work these strange jobs. And I don't know who I am or what I'm doing or what my job is or what I'm doing or why I'm here. I was playing Eternal earlier. I like that game. That game's really fun. And it's funny, I was listening to this Christian conspiracy theorist guy. And he's a cool guy. And he was saying because J.D. Vance liked Magic the Gathering as a kid, that J.D. Vance was like some sort of demonic faggot. But the card game I play is just like Magic the Gathering. The card game I play is just like Magic the Gathering, and I don't think I'm a demon from hell. But the card game, I really like card games a lot. I like them a whole lot. And I didn't know that about J.D. Vance. I didn't know he liked Magic the Gathering a lot. He liked it a lot. I'm serious. And I love card games, and the game I play is just like Magic the Gathering, but it's more fun in my opinion. Although I never gave Magic a huge chance, I have heard that it is fun. The problem is that he was saying is that games like Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons turn kids into magic worshipping Satanists, which could very well be true. But in my case, I think it's just because I like card games. I think they're really fun. I never got into Dungeons and Dragons myself, nor did I have a group of friends who I could play Dungeons and Dragons with. Still don't. But if I had a group, it's funny, I was in a church group and they played it, but they never invited me to come play it. But had they invited me to come play it, yeah, I would have went and played it with them, I think. But, yeah, they didn't invite me to play it, but they all played it without me. And, I was in band in high school. And during band, you're buddy-buddy with everyone, but after band class is over, they don't invite you to come hang out with them at recess. I was always by myself. I hadn't, And during band, oh, Jer, you play a good trombone, you're doing great, you're a great trombone player. Oh, thank you. You're extremely handsome and funny. I know all that. Duh. No shit, Sherlock. I already know all that. Oh, you guys are hanging out at lunch? Oh. Well, I guess I'll sit in that corner over there by myself. Yep. And here we are today. Okay? So there you go. That's the fun of becoming an adult. You get no friends. That's the fun of it. That's the fun. That's the thrill. The thrill of the hunt. The thrill of the cunt. So, I don't know. That's just how it was. I don't get it. In my defense, I am shy, so it's hard for me to. I don't want to intrude on people, You know, I'm in my 30s now. You think I'm going to meet a guy at church with a wife and a kid? I'm going to say, hey, you want me to come over and play video games with you? Oh, sure. Well, I got to put my baby to sleep first, and I have to put my wife to sleep, and then maybe we can play a game of Madden 2024. Oh, you know, I don't really like Madden. Can we play like a fighting game? Oh, no, I only play Madden and FIFA and WWF and MMA with Joe Rogan, and I only play the new Call of Duty game. I don't know what normies play, but I don't know. Yeah. So I just meeting friends in your 30s and hell, even your 20s, right? It's just good luck. Good luck. Good luck meeting a friend after high school. Good luck. If you're listening to this and you're in high school, make as many friends as you possibly can, because one, a lot of them are going to die, and two, because they're going to get in drug accidents and shit. A lot of people from my high school died in gay-ass normie ways. And number two is because after high school, good luck making a single friend. It's good luck on that. I mean, if you're social, you might. It's just I'm just not. So but seriously, good luck. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Good luck. Good luck. And don't think college is gonna give you any favors. Maybe it will. That's where a lot of people meet their friends in college. Maybe if you join a frat, maybe. I didn't join a fucking frat. Are you kidding me? I mean, I went to community college, but you think I met a friend in community college? No. So good luck. Being an adult is retarded in this sick, twisted society. What am I saying? Why do I just complain about everything? It's making me want to vomit. Okay, I'm gonna take a breather for now.
Now it's time to have a snuggle with my very best friend in the whole wide world. You. Well, I'm glad you could come over. See you soon. Bye. And the clown jumped over the moon.